of ANSYS tutorial. Today I am going to solve the third part of the problem wherein I am plotting stress versus strain and force versus displacement curve for structural steel. For cantilever beam subjected to point load along x-axis. So one end is fixed. This is my cantilever beam whose length is L and there is a force acting on the other end. So let's start solving in ANSYS. I'll go to static structural. I'll rename it as example 3. Right click on geometry. New design modular geometry. I'll go to units, millimeter, XY, look at. I'll sketch a simple rectangle. I'll give it some dimensions. Say H1 is 40 and V1 is 30. Extrude. Sketch is applied. I'll extrude up to 500 mm. Generate. This is my simple geometry. Next I'll go to model and double click. I first align my body. I'll go to solid, new material, OK. Like in the previous problem, I'm going to choose structural steel non-material. Bookmarked, project, refresh project. I'll go to solid, change structural steel to structural steel non-material. Now I'll go to mesh, sizing, coarse I'll change to fine, update mesh. Next I'll go to static structural. I'll select on one face, right click, insert, fix support, and on the other side right click, insert, force. I'll change vector to component. In the Z direction I'll apply a force of 15,000 Newton, just a tensile effect that I'm creating on the body. I'll go to analysis settings, number of steps, program controlled I'll change it to on, number of substeps 30, minimum substeps 30, maximum substeps are 100. I'll go to force. You can see over here the final force I'll change it to 0. So there's a loading and unloading condition on the body. I'll go to solution, right click, solve. So I've already obtained my solution. If I want, I can just change the solver output to force convergence. I can see over here. I'll go to solution now, right click, insert, stress, equivalent, right click, insert, strain, total, right click, insert, deformation, directional. I'll change the direction to Z because the body is going to deform along the Z axis. Right click, insert, probe, force reaction. I want the force reaction at the fixed end. I'll just solve and see. So I've got the results. This is my equivalent stress, as you can see. This is my total strain. And I can see the force reaction. Next I'll go to chart. I'll select the objects. I want to plot my stress and strain. X-axis, I want strain. Time, I do not want it. Equivalent stress, omit. Minimum I don't want, I just want the maximum. And minimum strain also not required. So you can see over here, in the x-axis I'll plot it as strain, and y-axis is stress. So this is my stress versus strain graph for axial load along the x-axis. This is the graph which will be obtained because this body will undergo failure and there will be an increase in length when you apply the force. Here the failure cannot be captured because we are using simple static structural analysis. For calculating the failure, I will have to use explicit dynamics. I will make a video on that as well. So as of this problem, you can only capture the linear part of the analysis. The non-linear part, the curve which you are expecting, something of this sort, you are only capturing up to this point 2. This point 2 to 3 is not captured. For capturing this non-linear or the plastic zone, we have to use explicit dynamics. I'll plot one more chart here, that is of force versus deformation. Apply. X-axis is deformation, max. So I'll just write here deformation. Y-axis is force. Time is not required. Minimum deformation not required. Maximum is along the x-axis. I'll omit the x-axis, y-axis and total value. I'll remove time. Okay, the graph is in downward direction because I have used the force reaction. I'll just change this. So I have chosen the force and the displacement now. So this is the graph you'll get for force versus deformation. It is exactly the same graph as stress versus strain because it is all capturing the linear part of the problem. The non-linear part will not be captured in this problem. So I hope you have understood this numerical. I'll see you in another session with another numerical on stress strain, probably on explicit dynamics, or I'm going to also make a video on brittle materials. This is ductile material. In the non-linear form I have used. I'm going to next use cast iron, which is a brittle material, and I'll show you analysis of that as well. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.